Hey everyone, I am T-Rex, and today I'm looking at Anthem. This was a game that came out in 2019, and since we are nearing that 2-year anniversary of Anthem, I thought we should review this game, give it a fresh take, and come back and see if it is actually worth playing. Let's get started. So Anthem is a game that is a looter shooter that was developed by BioWare and licensed by EA. Now, for backstory, I was really hyped for this game and I wanted to buy it, only except when it came out in 2019, I saw the reviews flooding in that it was actually pretty negative. The game got pretty bad reviews, so I didn't touch it. Well, since it showed up on Game Pass, which I have, I decided to play it since I was interested, and whoa, this was not what I expected. First, let's start off with the narrative, which is that you're in this crazy world that's been left by gods, and there's one last city, and there are people called Lancers who go out to this world that is not really civilized in javelin suits, which are giant robot flying suits, and are fighting this other faction called the Dominion, which is a group that's trying to take down the Fort Tarsus where all the people of this last world live. Now, this is BioWare, and they are known for their pretty great stories, but man, this overall narrative was actually pretty boring. The world building I actually really enjoyed, and it's really cool because it's like mech robots, you know, and that's really fun for me, but the whole actual plot, which I'm not trying to get specific because of spoilers, but it's just boring. The villain has a weapon and he's trying to use it so he can be able to take down this base, and yeah, it's just it's pretty boring premise. The interesting thing is that a boring premise can work as long as you got enjoyable characters, but here they don't really have that either, which kind of is a bummer because this game is made by BioWare, but I ended up not caring about these characters at all, and I actually ended up kind of hating some of them. Like, one of the characters is named Owen. He's like your main friend in this game, and he's always talking in your headset, and I do not like him. He always gets his feelings hurt in this game whenever I do something. He's always stupid, reckless, and he just annoys me a ton. I was playing through this campaign with a friend, and there's a mission where Owen gets in one of those robot suits, a javelin, and he gets knocked down instantly, and I was hoping he died. That's not good. When he's supposed to be my main buddy that I care about, I should not be asking for him to die in one of the missions. Also, there are other characters, but then when it comes to them, they're just straight up boring. I don't remember them. They're very uninteresting. They don't have really interesting motives. This campaign narratively is not terrible. The characters aren't horrendous, except Owen. The entire thing's just extremely forgettable, with characters you either forget or really don't enjoy. So pretty much the entire campaign's kind of but the real problem with the campaign is the missions. You thought it couldn't get worse. It does. Oh my gosh, these missions are terrible. They're always the same and boring. Go here, find this thing, go stand over there, kill these groups. Like, these missions, they make it such a slog to play through the campaign. The game has such a unique concept. You are a flying javelin in this ravaged world. Then why are these missions so boring and all the same? This could have been done so much greater. This is such an interesting concept that it's so underwhelming that we are not able to get fun missions. Like, this concept's so cool. You can do so many interesting ideas with it, and there could be really interesting missions, but no. I don't want to compare this game to Destiny since they are very different, but let's talk about it. There are a lot of missions I remember distinctly from Destiny 1 and 2. I remember the Taken King's first mission, where you're running out of Mars and you're trying not to get caught by all the Hive. I remember the first mission of Forsaken in Destiny 2. Here, I don't remember any of the missions. It all felt the same, because they are all basically the same. This is probably the biggest problem with the main campaign, just the missions are terrible, and I did not like playing through them. Next thing I want to talk about gameplay, which I actually found really fun. Running around these javelins shooting missiles or shooting ice out of your hands is really fun. The combat is very satisfying to say the least. This is the part of the game that I think they really got right. All the javelins feel different and their gameplay is very good. Overall, I really enjoyed the combat in this game. I think when it came to their execution, this was obviously a point where they really wanted to do right. I think this is what really helps the game because this is easily the best part of it. Another thing that I really enjoy in this game is the progression. After every mission, when you get back to the Fort Tarsus, it feels like you have accomplished something. You always have new parts, and that's amazing. I always love that. With your new suits, you always feel that you are improving and getting better. This just may be me really enjoying that looter shooter type of progression, but I thought it was really fun. One problem, though, that I feel is that I don't always feel like I have something to achieve. I'm going to talk about that later, but when it comes to this loot, I wish I could have had more things that I could have chased, because I didn't really feel like I was going after something. Even in Destiny, there's certain guns that they tell you explicitly how to beat and get them, and I wish I was kind of that in this game. But overall, when it comes to the loot, I thought it was really fun and very good. But on that note, this leads me to something very important, and that is the end game. I really felt that I didn't have anything to achieve, and in that game, that's a problem. I really didn't have a certain gun that I wanted to go after. There wasn't an upgrade I felt that I needed, and that leads to one of the biggest problems this game has, and that it just feels empty. Also, the map, when you're out there, it doesn't really feel like you have things to do, and I hate comparing this game to Destiny, but I feel like it's a fair comparison because in those games I always feel like there's something that I can be achieving. And I know some people don't like that in games, but I always like the idea of that there's something I can do and get something better. In this game, I don't know what to do. I don't feel like there's something that's forcing me to go get something, because there honestly doesn't feel like a goal that I should be getting these guns for or getting this gear for. It's just, I really wish there was something more in this game that would drive me to get better loot, and that this game just wouldn't feel as empty as it does. When it comes to Anthem on a whole, there's something here. There's a really fun combat system that I really enjoyed, a progression system that was fun, but a story that is bland and repetitive, along with boring characters, along with an endgame that really feels like I'm not doing anything and really makes the game just feel empty. There is the structure here to make a fantastic game with that combat system and progression, and that even pretty interesting world building, but there are going to need to be some massive overhauls. I would love to see this game overhauled and maybe even get a sequel if it fixes the problem, but right now, I don't think that I'm going to be heading back to Anthem anytime soon. Overall, I'm going to say that Anthem is underwhelming. Now, I don't think this is a terrible or bad game like other people do, because honestly, there are some good things here, but there just need to be a lot of improvements. Anyways, I really want to hear your thoughts on Anthem. I would love to hear it in the comments section, and please share this video with a friend that wants to hear if Anthem is actually worth playing now. Next time, I am going to be doing a new type of video. I'm kind of nervous. It's definitely going to be a different type of video we haven't done before, but it's definitely going to be a pilot episode, but I'm excited. I hope you guys like it, and when that comes out, I'll see you then. Bye.